Yo, what's going on? It is now time to review the markets. Let's check out what's happening in the futures to see what can potentially happen for today. Futures right now are indicating a weaker open from yesterday. Now, we covered the entire week on what could potentially happen, and we are seeing the results of that. Technical analysis is your roadmap. So I'm here to help you drive that road. The futures right now for the S&P are around 38, 80, whatever. Okay, as you know, it continues to fluctuate, swims around, and all that good stuff. We've broken down what this wedge pattern was on Wednesday, and we're seeing the results of that. We said two things. We're looking for either a puncture on the upside, or we're looking for a puncture of the downside. And that is how a wedge works. From there, you get the continuation signal that you're looking for. And in this case right now, as you can see, we are piercing this bottom half of this wedge. So what do we do from here? There's a lot of trades we can place. Now, what I am looking for, let's zoom in a little bit more. Obviously, it's going to be that confirmation today with the weekly close. That weekly close is going to give us all that we need to know on how to move forward and make the best trades or investments possible from what's happening right now. We have our trend line, and you see it's just getting all the pressure in the world, right? Everything right now is showing that the downward movement that we've had is going to be consistently moving lower. This huge red candle is engulfing the one before it. So how do we play this? All right, now this is 38 something. I'll tell you what, let's move forward. Let's look at the trades for the stocks, because this is the futures right now. So that's the futures for S&P, and let's move along to futures for, let's go to, let's say Russell. All right, we'll check the Russell out. Russell is also indicating a move lower. And from the last video, we also pointed out the pattern. This pattern is a bearish signal. All right, this signal is giving us a move lower, and this is giving us the indication that if we get a break, the market is going to continue to move lower. And inverted cup and handle, that's what we talked about last time. If you want to know more about that, make sure that you visit my website, wincrease.com. I have documented ways on how to read and see this. It's very important to see this in real time. It's very easy to go back in the past and say, oh, I see it there. But when it's developing in front of your face, there's a lot of times that people just don't see it. This is a very strong cup and handle here. And I think that the market is going to likely continue to move lower from there. That's the Russell. Let's jump on over to the Dow, and we use ticker Y. Why do I do this every single time, right? My typing is just off. So it's YM for the for the Dow. So now we have the same pattern going on, and we have a wedge pattern that is being broken. So let's draw that line to demonstrate what we are looking at. Boom. Clear as day, right? Let's zoom in a little bit more. That right there is a wedge pattern that is breaking and is showing you that the downside is likely going to continue. All right, and let's go ahead, and I don't think I covered this last time. We're going to add now the Nasdaq futures for those who may be interested in what that is. This is Thinkorswim. I don't know what else you may be trading on, but this is the signal for the Dow, Russell, S&P, and Nasdaq. So Nasdaq is NQ, and we can see here that it has the very same setup where we have the wedge. The wedge is breaking to the downside on all indexes. So how do we take advantage of this? 6 stocks that we cover. 6, yeah, I got my fingers. 6 stocks that we cover every single time, and that is Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Tesla, Alphabet, which is Google, and what's my 5th one? And Meta platforms. I always forget about that because I want to say Facebook. So let's go into those right now. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, because you know this goes down every single week. Tomorrow I'll be doing my recap on the entire market and what to do next. All right, so let's check out Apple and see what type of trades we can break off on here. And we're going to do the top down analysis that we did last time. So Apple right now is around 152.37 was the prior close, and right now it is showing a weaker open around 150 or so. And let's zoom in. Obviously a nice beautiful chart. Apple is a great stock. The time has come for it to reverse. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to see a move lower. And where are we going to see that move to? That chart is beautiful. We've had a double top, and now we're having continuation to the downside. This move here is going to be tested out, and we're likely going to make that move right back down to around 130 and probably do it quickly. I say it quickly is because you have volatility on this side, and just like in life, what goes up must come down. Gravity applies to the stock market just like it does in life. I see a fast move to the downside coming to around 130 just to test out where it broke out from, to see what type of strength do these bulls have. Do they really have that muscle to hold it down? They're coming. They better hold it down. If not, it's going down further. 130 is likely going to be tested. That is from the weekly. Let's go into the daily and see what we can find out from there. Daily shows you the same thing, just in a zoomed in fashion. We moved higher quickly, broke lower, and now we're likely going to have that continuation. This 155 level was a little bit of support there, a little bit. As you can see, it is broken, and now we're likely going to move lower, and ultimate price target is we're going to probably reach those lows that we've hit. All right, that's Apple. That is a good trade if you want to take the put side of things right around that 150. Always try to get the in the money calls or in the money puts. Try to stay away from the out the money. Trust me, if you love your money, make sure that you show it you love it by getting in the money. Spend the money to get the better position. All right, that's Apple. Let's go on over to Amazon. Amazon. Why, AMZ? What? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry my typing. When it's in the morning, it don't work with me, all right? Amazon closed at 126.28, indicating lower right now around 122-ish, 123, we'll just say. Now, Amazon, let's go back to the weekly, do the top-down analysis here, and you can see the very same setup here. Cup and handle, and we're likely going to continue to move lower. If you want to know how to measure these, I will tell you in just a second. But before that, I have a course that'll give you all of the details on how to do this and do it consistently in order to set up trades and make money. Because this is the whole reason why we do this, right? We want to make money. So let's do it the easy way. Go to my website, course is there. It'll show you exactly how to read these and make money. Now, how to do this? You will take from right around this area here, which is the neckline, and you'll measure all the way up to the top of this cup. Okay, well, just for easy math's sake, that's 180 to 100. So that's an $80 move in between here, right? If this breaks, this is likely telling you that it can probably move as low as, unfortunately, $20. Do we think that that's going to happen? Probably not. But that's what the measurement is, all right? So anyway, we have an inverted cup and handle right now showing you that it's likely going to continue to move lower. That we can definitely see. Let's do the top-down analysis and look at the daily. And the daily is giving us that we had a gap. We move lower. We close that gap with this candle here. You know what? We didn't almost. We're in this gap still. So we're likely going to fill this gap and come back down to around this area, which we are coincidentally around right now. We're at that 122 area to close this gap. Amazon is going to likely continue to move lower, and my price target on that is still in between this area here, this 105 to 100 area. How do we play that? Puts, shorts, whatever you want to do in order to take advantage of that downside or protect your money. Puts, shorts, all that type of stuff. I would recommend puts, obviously, in the money. So in the money puts, probably around that 130 strike, just to make sure that you have some protection if it does try to go back up. That's Amazon. And let's go on over to Meta Platforms, META. 149.55, which is probably new lows. And yeah, those are new lows. New lows have been hit. 147.58 is what it is looking like for the open right now. Obviously about $2 lower, so newer lows. Low. You get it for the low price of 147. If you like the 150, you'll love 147. This is breaking. I mentioned last video that I did like Meta, and the reason why, top-down analysis once again, is when you look at this weekly, you see there's pretty much some decent support around that area. I like this still. I still like it. If you want to entering around this price, I think it's still a good idea. Only because the chart is showing that there is some pretty decent support. If it doesn't hold, what you want to do is look for the next best level. The next best level is going to be around this 130 area. So don't be surprised if and when this does take a little bit lower, that you can average down. If you got it around that 150 area, next best price is around 130, which would give you a better average price of lower than 150. That's the game. That's just the game that you play. You're not always going to win every single thing you buy. The very minute you do, it just goes up. You play the long game, all right? That is Meta on the weekly. Let's go top down once again and look just for the final time. We see that this is breaking and we hit some new lows. We want to see that that holds up ultimately, but if not, have the plan. Just have the plan. The plan is to get more at a better price. Don't load the boat at this price. Back it up. Make sure you have something left so you can get something a little bit later if the market continues to move lower, which like we see right now. All right, let's go on over to Netflix. See, I told y'all. I told you, man. NFLX. Let's try that. All right, Netflix closed at 235.38. Right now, futures are indicating an open around 230 or so, 230, 231. Last time we talked about this, we said stay out of it. And the reason why we said stay out is because it is muddy right now. It has been in between 220 to 250, just bouncing around in between there. So if you're a scalper, then that makes a little bit of sense to you because you can take those trades and make some decent money. But if you're an investor, you want to get at the best price, which most of us are investors. We don't have time to sit here and look at the screen and make trades on a daily basis. I say just stay out of the water right now. There's no need for you to get your head blown off for trying to get in there. In between 220 to 250 is all we've done. Until we see a break either above 250 or a break below 220, I'm not doing a thing. This is not giving me any good vibes right now. We do have a setup where it could possibly break higher, but as I said before, overall market conditions do mean something. And in this case, right now, it's looking that it could probably move lower. That break at 220 is likely going to happen because it really does not have a leg to stand on because the market is getting ready to pull the rug. That's the top-down analysis starting with the weekly. Let's go into the daily. Daily is giving you the same type of activity. Netflix is acting like it usually does, which is stay stagnant. If you look at the chart, a lot of the times before it stayed very range bound, before it made an explosive move, it is range bound once again, and we're probably going to see an explosive move, and we may test out the lows. Netflix, tell me something. Tell me something, Netflix. This here is not giving me a good signal. Unless that 220 holds, expect it to continue to move lower. Puts. I say puts. Once you see a break below 220, if you get that break, ride those puts because they're likely going to move to the downside to test out the lows. That's Netflix. And then let's go ahead and test out Google, or Alphabet as you'd like to call it. All right. Alphabet is at 102.91, indicating right now around 101.73. So around 102. We'll just average up. That is the daily. Let me go back to the weekly. Weekly is showing you, ooh, look at that. Cup, handle, downside. Cup, handle, downside. Let's make that a song. Cup, handle, downside. Cup, handle, downside. we get a break here around this 100, we're likely going to continue to move lower. I still like the stocks, don't get me wrong. I just like better prices. Everybody should be rejoicing at the market finally giving you some discounted pricing. We've picked up some dips before, and those dips were still high prices. I like better prices because this is going to set you up for success for your future. Your future self will be like, thank you. I love you. I'm telling you, get the better prices. I see Google around the 100 target prices, what I said last time. And go back to the daily here. So we are having that moment here where that 100 is going to likely happen. If you get that break of 100, again, puts. Get the puts. If you do shorts, get the shorts. I see that break. If we do end up breaking that 100, let's go back out to the weekly to see what the next target price is. Right around here. Check that out. Look at all the candle activity there. Gives you the beacon right there. Bing, bing, bing. Price action is telling you around this around 85 to 90. Okay, between there, that's the next best area to get Google. All right, and lastly, let's check out Tesla. And we know that one. I could type that one. All right, Tesla, 303.75, indicating around 300 right now. 298 is what is showing for a potential open. All right, no real good solid pattern on here right now, besides clearly a trend down. All right, we've had lower highs and lower lows, and that is been consistent. We're at another lower high, and we're likely going to make another lower low. It's the weekly zooming in, and you can see what's going on. Before, I told you anything around 30, anything, sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it. It's telling you right there clearly long wicks, and we can see in the past around that 300 area we've had some type of activity. Here 300, we saw that it also moved lower. So anything 30, anything you see it, sell it, just buy the puts, and that's what's working right now. No coincidence. Let's look at the daily. Daily is also showing you the same signal. We pushed higher, 300 is not holding, and we're likely going to go down. All right, that is all 6 of the stocks, setups that you can take, and the indexes. Indexes are indicating lower. Stocks are obviously going to probably mimic the indexes, and everything's going to move lower. So the play, puts. You didn't get that out this video, I don't know what I said. Puts, shorts. This is the play right now that you want to do. Basically, either make some money to the downside by taking advantage of it, or protection. There's a lot of ways that you can protect your account. Puts is a simple way to do that. Cheap insurance. You want to make sure that you make sure your account is safe. That's the premise of making money. All right. Now, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give me that follow. Follow me over on Instagram. Let me start over here. All right. That's my Instagram page. Hit me up. That's my Instagram page right there. All right. That is Wincrease Team. All right. I want to continue to grow. As you can see, that's my podcast. Check that out every single month. I'll be doing a little bit better job on getting those episodes out. Got one loaded up. I'm going to get out this weekend. Make sure you take care of yourself. All right. Health is wealth. Water always in the morning. As you can see in the background, that is my gym. It's my home gym. I am the gym. All right. Make sure you're the gym too. Take care of yourself, mind, body, and soul. Nobody's going to do better than you. All right. Love yourself. It's a world out here waiting to try to beat you down. Love yourself. Yo, love yourself. All right. We'll catch you later. Peace.